Hi, my name's Kathleen Lesson, and I'm a board-certified massage therapist practicing in San Diego. And I do a type of massage called manual lymphatic drainage. And I love to help people who are feeling swollen after their plastic surgery or their orthopedic surgery. And manual lymphatic drainage helps to reduce swelling, and it gets rid of that tight, heavy feeling that people feel. So I want this series of videos to be more about what I find on my table, what I see, what I'm seeing in my practice. I'll do other videos talking about research and the hard science and physically how manual lymphatic drainage helps people. But I want to also talk about like mentally and emotionally how the people that come to me, and then a little bit of what manual lymphatic drainage helps them with. So it's July, the beginning of July, and it seems like the theme in my work for the past 2 weeks has been like new beginnings, and then alternatively when to know when it's a new beginning and when it's not a new beginning, and how to honor both of those things. And that little clanking in the background is my dog. He is running around and looking at everything. So first, in manual lymphatic drainage, the type that I do after plastic surgery, I see a lot of clients who are interested in a new beginning. Because I feel like that's what plastic surgery is. The type of clients that I see, they are getting the surgery for a new beginning for themselves. They're mothers who are looking for, a tighter tummy, just their body back to feel more like they felt before they had kids. And I had a lady who had liposuction, and I have people who have facelifts, and that's a new beginning too, a chance to, here's Turbo, a chance to feel young. I see that plastic surgery helps with that, and the manual lymphatic drainage helps with that too, because I see them at that 2 and 3 week after the surgery point in their recovery, and they've gone through the ordeal, the trial, the day of surgery, and that was successful, and now they're kind of just in a waiting place where they're kind of waiting for their bodies to heal enough so they can see that new body that they have now. And manual lymphatic drainage really helps with that, because it helps take down the swelling, which allows the body to heal. So in that way, I've definitely seen some excellent results. I've had people just like jump off the table and be able to feel it like 5 minutes after the massage is done, that their body actually feels different. And I also see that when I do manual lymphatic drainage for clients who have trauma, who've had an accident or an injury, and that is usually between, there'll be some feeling that their parasympathetic nervous system has been activated, and they're very calm and relaxed after the massage, and then I'll talk to them the next day. I'll email them, and they'll email back at how their pain level is reduced and their sensitivity in their body, like the skin sensitivities have been reduced. So that is really a wonderful effect that I didn't know when I first took the training. I didn't know that effect would be there for my clients, so I'm very happy for it. And I've also I guess when you focus on something, then things kind of plop out of the universe. So I was also listening to a podcast of Dr. and Mrs. Guinea Pig, and if you haven't, if you listen to podcasts, I listen to podcasts when I run and when I exercise. So if you listen to podcasts and you're looking for new podcasts, that's definitely one to recommend. And they were talking about wellness retreats, and it was kind of the same thing. The wellness retreat is when you want to take a deeper look into your life, when you want to change some things, just that space and time taking away from your daily life and giving yourself some time to focus on a wellness retreat. And the funny thing is that on the Dr. and Mrs. Guinea Pig podcast, they were talking about how, wellness retreat, we used to call it the spa, but now we call it the wellness retreat because it's not just about getting pampered. It's about, giving yourself the opportunity to have a new beginning and to change some things in your life that you want changed. And that's also what manual lymphatic drainage can do. So for everything that there's a positive, there's also a flip side. So the flip side is, when do you not want a new beginning? And for me, I've also seen clients who I am able to meet them where they are. And sometimes there are things in life, like deaths, the death of a spouse or the death of a child, where perhaps our society, the kind of the knee-jerk response is like, oh, you'll feel better, or oh, you'll feel okay, or here's all these resources for you to get back to where you were before, because we don't want to see you so unhappy. And I take a different approach, especially when, and this is the other thing of not new beginnings, I finally got my acceptance into the Society for Oncology Massage as a preferred practitioner. So when I do massage on patients with a cancer history, especially patients with metastatic cancer, I'm not there selling a cure. I'm not there selling, snake oil or something like, I don't cure cancer. And if a client has lymphedema, I can't cure the lymphedema. I can make the symptoms feel better, but I know exactly what I can do and what I can't do in that situation. And I'm not like someone on the internet that is trying to sell that I can make your life perfect again, because I know that I can't, and you know that I can't. And I think it's calming. I think it's wonderful to have a resource out there of someone that can give you some healing, but at the same time, they're not going to, my intent when I go to treat someone is not that I am going to fix them or make them better, because there are some things like death and like very serious cancer, that you can't fix. And I think it's that humility that I will stand with them and say, I can help you, but I am not a savior. That is comforting, because that's the truth, and it's the truth that they live in. And in this society, if you go on the internet, it's often not a truth that they're allowed to express. Friends are going to leave because they can't take the fact that you are in a place where you can't, everything can't be better. And after the death of someone in your family, it's not going to go back to how it used to be. And one of my clients just very truthfully said that, she'll never be happy again, not that happiness that was there before. And to be able to meet someone and not try to fix them like that, not try to force them to be happy, give them advice on how to feel better, but just to be there with them, I think is, it's one of the benefits of having me as part of your healthcare team, of spending time with me, because both my parents have passed away from cancer, and my father, it was a number of hours. It was, from the time between they finally diagnosed him and he passed away in the hospital. And I wasn't able to be there when he passed away. So that experience, I've tried to make something good out of it, that I am able to accept my clients where they are and understand that that's where they are, and that grief and healing takes exactly the amount of time that it's going to take. and it's not helped by the advice of people who have not also been in that situation. So that's where I am. That's where the practice is this week. That's the emotional things that I'm kind of dealing with, and it's really enjoyable to be able to help people, both people who are making a new beginning, and then also be able to witness and presence with my clients who are living their life every day, but they're not going to be able to be exactly what society wants them to be. And, you know, they're okay with that, and I'm okay with that. And we're able to move forward and provide the treatment and get some of the wellness benefits of activating the lymphatic system and moving the lymph in the body. And a deeper part of that, I had a client that was dealing with some grief, and the deeper part of that is sometimes the manual lymphatic drainage does bring up emotions. If you want to have the new beginning, if you want to, if you're ready to let some things go and change, moving the lymphatic system. And I think it's the part of the massage that's really the parasympathetic nervous system, like just being able to have that profound sense of calm and being taken care of and cared for during the manual lymphatic drainage massage, that helps maybe get some things moving and some emotions moving. And that if that is what the client is looking for, that it may be an option to do that. All these things are so interesting and so deep to think of. And I like how manual lymphatic drainage, I like how my clients are empowered to, they choose their own ways to feel better, not just what their doctor suggests, or very frustratingly for me, a lot of people will only look at the type of treatments that their health insurance will cover. So they won't, they're just not in a place where they'll be able to look into getting organic foods and eating in a certain way with the fresh organic produce, or looking into acupuncture or other complementary medicine treatments like manual lymphatic drainage. So I am very humbled and pleased at that when the clients come to me that are searching and are open to other treatments and are open to the fact that your healthcare is more than just what the insurance company will allow, will pay for, that there's plenty of benefits in complementary treatments. And it's very interesting and enjoyable to try these treatments from these different cultures around the world and see how they feel in your body. So that's where I am this week, and that's my kind of musings on new beginnings and how to presence and be with someone when they're not having a new beginning. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments on it. Have a great day.